Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth and Joanne with World's Cup of Joe. Awaken your soul. Welcome to our channel. If you're new here, this is where we get deep in truth about your twin flame connection and your twin flame journey. So we are coming back to our series, Can I Still Be With My Twin Flame If? And we have a new topic for you guys, one that gets asked a lot. Joanne, with that being said, let's start the topic. Can I be with my twin flame if my divine masculine never wakes up?
So good. Okay, my love, it isn't about your twin flame. It's not about your divine masculine, and it isn't about them waking up. The journey is about you and your soul's journey. Your person doesn't ever have to wake up, ever. And they probably never really will in this lifetime. Maybe they do a little bit, and maybe they do a lot. But it's irrelevant to the union of your one soul because they were the subconscious. They were created as the subconscious of this journey. And so whether your person wakes up or not is irrelevant of you guys being together. It's really about you waking up and aligning with soul. Now, what I would say is there's only one of you that can really do the work. Can if they wanted to, but how can they do the work if they don't know about it? You know what I mean? So expecting our DMs to do the work of a work that they'll never figure out or understand on their own, because it's one soul and two bodies and two minds, right? So if they're not initially doing the alignment on their own and won't know how to get there because they're the asleep version of us, so I want you all to get away from thinking that in order for you to be together, your person needs to wake up to this journey and wake up that you're twin flames. Does that make sense, love? It's like, well, I got to wake him up then, or I'm waiting until he wakes up and then we can be together. But what I want you all to know is this is based on energy. And you're the one that's in the higher part of this journey. And your person is the subconscious aspect of this journey. So what you're basically telling me is the only way you could be together is if they wake up, when they might not ever wake up because they're the subconscious of it.
Let's make sure everybody knows we are in permanent relating experiences with both of our twin flames. That, like you said, is irrelevant to being with your person if they are awakened or not. We really, really want to emphasize they don't need to be awakened to be with them. Go ahead.
No, it's absolutely right, my love, because I've been with my person for almost ever now, since we've gotten back together after separation, and they are just now waking up. So are you telling me if I truly believe we weren't unworthy of being together until now, I would have been apart with him all these years because the mind would have had a limiting belief that we couldn't be together until he wakes up. And the truth is, we're together because I'm in soul. We're together because he is my soul. We're together because he meets me in soul. And so for me to expect him to show up a certain way,
what you just said, for me to expect him to wake up a certain way, I was just thinking right before you said it, for us to even think that is an expectation, which is mind. You can't have expectations of your person and not be in mind. Soul has no expectations. So that very idea in of itself is mind energy.
It is. It's totally mine. It's expecting them to do something for us to be together. And we're already together. We're already one. We're always one. You're always one with your person. And so for them to do anything for you to be whole, for you to know your oneness, for you to feel into your union, then you're still seeing them as a separate person from you. You're still seeing them separate from you. Where you want to align with is the part of you that is one, which is soul. And that's what brings you both together. Soul brings you together. Because when they come to you, I want you guys to know that they come to you through soul. So there's no need for your divine masculine to wake up when they're only meeting you through soul. They may wake up on their own, but that's from your awakening. They're taking part of your awakening as the awakened one. You literally lead this connection, my love. You are the active creator in this journey. from you working on yourself. It has nothing to do with them. Oh my gosh, if I focus so much on him and him waking up, I'd be waiting on ever being together with my twin flame because I'm hoping he wakes up. There's so much focus on him and what he's doing, thinking, and feeling, when in reality, they might not ever wake up to the way you're awakened to this journey. And that's okay. That's not how God created that portion of your soul. Your portion of your soul is the logical aspect, not the way that you're awakened to this journey. Their part is the catalyst of the journey, but they're not the one that wakes up to it. There might be exceptions here and there, but majority of DMs, they don't wake up. They might not ever wake up, and the few that does wake up, it's still in the matrix version, right? A lot of people call the DM the matrix twin, and it really is. I kind of think of it like we as the positive polarity, the awakened one, the divine feminine, we are very in tune with our heart. And so we are in the higher part of our chakras. We're in our heart, we're in our throat. That's when we want to express, I love you so much. We're in our throat, we're in our third eye, we're in our crown. We're very, very in tune with this connection. We understand it and we own it, right? And then you have your divine masculine, who is very rooted into the 3D. And they're the subconscious of the connection, which is okay. They're doing their part in your one soul to shaking you up, to make you recognize your soul so you can align in soul so that you can both come together. Because it's not something they can do because they don't know it or can wake up to it to the extent of how you wake up for the connection. You wake up to this journey and are constantly awakening deeper into your soul, and they are the byproduct of it. Not the other way around. They're not the ones that wake you up and then have to shake us up and tell us, hey, we're TF. They don't even know any of that stuff. They're not going to be able to look for it because they're not awakened to it. And even those TFs that think like, oh, I have to share this with them, they're going to run really fast because, again, they're the logical portion of us, right? And so, like I said, my person is just now reading spiritual books. But holy moly, my love, if I came into this connection and try to shake them up and hope they wake up with me so we could be together, he would have ran so fast, we wouldn't be together in the same room again. They would be so far away from me. And this is just from practice. Me and Elizabeth are sharing these truths, hoping that our DMs wake up so that we could be together is a lost cause. It really is. Because that's not their part. They may wake up or they might not ever wake up. But it's not about your person. It's never going to be about your person. They are the byproduct of the one soul reflecting itself when you're in soul. And I talk about this all the time, but I'm so thankful that I'm the awakened one in this journey because, holy moly, if this whole journey was based on him, it'd never go anywhere. I'm the one riding this damn ship. Like, I'm the one riding this train. I'm the one riding this bike. I'm riding the car. He's the passenger reflecting what I'm being. I love that. It's a hard work. It is. It's a hard shoes to fill to be awakened because it's painful and you know so much. But holy moly, my love, your soul knew you were ready and you signed up for it. You knew what you were going to get into. What do you think, love?
So I just want to say, like, there's so much on this journey that overcomplicates it. This journey is very simple. It's energy, and aligning with the energy of soul is the one thing that brings your person and allows them to stay in your energy. And I will say, when I started working on balancing my energy, first, I didn't know I was balancing my energy. I had no idea. I was just starting growing my spirituality, and that in turn, like, ended up balancing my energy without knowing.
Because you're focusing on you. That's what it
Yes,
was.
there was never any knowledge of, ooh, I'm awakening now. I'm awakening, and ooh, my person. There was never any of that. It was literally, I'm going to go within because the external stuff I was doing this whole time has never made me feel better. And here I'm going within and I'm starting to feel peace. I'm going to continue to do that. So you don't even need to have the knowledge that you're awakening for your person to come back. And I'm an example of that. I was awakening without knowing it, and my person was coming back in. because of me doing inner work in releasing these stored energies and learning to love myself, which was aligning with soul. And so that's that. Don't complicate it. It's very simple. The energy of soul, becoming and embodying soul, what soul is, which is the observer. And I want to, and I'll say this over and over and over again, soul has no expectations, it has no preferences, and it has no judgments. When Joanne and I interact with our people in our everyday life now, this is the energy we bring to our relating experiences. My person tells me something. I don't judge. I don't have preferences, and I don't have expectations about anything and everything he tells me, whether it's something going on with his family, whether it's something going on with work. I merely become the observer in our interactions. And I know that's really hard for the mind to understand because it feels like it's missing out on something, whether it's that, gossip, whether it's telling them your opinion. But opinions, my love, are judgment. They are mind. When my person tells me something, I go into that place of no judgment. And that's what keeps our connection thriving, because I have no expectations of him and I have no judgment. I give him the freedom to just be.
You know why it's so hard is because that's how we relate with everyone else, love. We want to relate with our twin flame the way we would with a soulmate. And so when a soulmate or a friend or family says these things that requires us to focus on what they're doing, thinking, and feeling and meet them through mind, it's very rare. Now you're being asked to just be whatever the mind is
Joanne,
doing.
let's give an example of what that looks like. So my person this week has been extremely overwhelmed and stressed with work. And I know we talked about on your end before a similar situation with your person.
Yeah.
My person's been working late. Our internet has not been working. It's been really frustrating for him. He's coming to bed almost depressed because as soon as he goes to bed at midnight from working, he's waking up at 7 a.m. to go back to work again. I don't tell him thoughts or opinions on this subject. This is literally what I do. He comes to bed and I place my hand on his shoulder and I just be with him. When he wants to vent, I be with him. That's all I do. He just needs my presence. He just needs me to be. He doesn't need me to fix. He doesn't need my opinion. He doesn't need me to complain about his job for him. He doesn't need me to get in the weeds of all of his emotions he's experiencing. He just needs me to be. And that's what I can bring to him as soul, which then helps him without me even intending to help him. I'm just merely becoming the observer. I'm aligning with him and the energy he can be in with me.
He needs you to be in soul. And when we meet them in mind, because the mind wants to do, then it's not helping our connection because they are a soul. So they're asking us to be in soul when they're already spending the whole day in mind. They don't need
because if we were
mind.
to get exactly what you just said, because if we were to go, man, I can't believe your work is doing this, I can't believe that's us getting into mind in regards to them, which is us going to them with mind energy, and they can't handle our mind energy because we are one.
I almost am thankful that I can be in a connection where it doesn't involve any mind. I spent all weekend with people, beautiful people in my life, friends, family, people that are other souls. And my gosh, love, it's exhausting. It's so exhausting. And for me to come home and be, I could be in soul. I'm not going to be asked to stay in mind. I don't need to people please. I don't need to do anything with mind for the other person that I'm relating with, because my person is my soul. And so don't worry about trying to do things for your person to try to wake them up, to try to make them better, to make their life better. Your presence alone is enough. Your presence, your alignment, your ability to get into soul is their gateway to soul. We love you all so much. We hope you're loving this What If series. We hope you're finding hope. We hope you're finding truth and releasing all of these things that the mind is worried you'll never reach union because this, and this, and this, and this. You'll find that it always comes back to you and your alignment with soul, because soul is already one. We love you guys. We hope you have an amazing day. Bye, love.
Bye, love.